are you today? As you know, I love books, I love good stories, and I love sharing them with you. And I have a brand new Thanksgiving book that is now one of my favorites, and I hope you like it too. It's called Peyton Picks the Perfect Pie. It's by Jack Bishop, and the illustrations are by Michelle Netter. So I warn you, it's gonna make you hungry, but I hope you like it too. Peyton is particular, but she's not picky. Grown-ups use that word a lot. Picky, picky, picky. It's never a good thing, and it's not fair. Peyton likes dogs and cats, scooters and bikes, pools and beaches. She's not picky. Peyton likes to try new things. She learned all about long division in math class. It was hard at first, but now it's fun, like solving a puzzle. Peyton just started playing the saxophone. She remembers to practice every day and enjoys it as long as her dog Milla doesn't howl. And Peyton loves sports, every sport. Peyton even likes dodgeball. And who likes dodgeball? But Peyton is particular about food. She doesn't like it when two foods touch on her plate. She doesn't like green foods or orange foods or red foods. Peyton doesn't like foods that are gooey or gummy, sticky or slimy, frosted or flaky. And she most definitely doesn't like chunky or lumpy foods. But lately, Peyton has been thinking a lot about food. Her parents, Penny and Peter, love to cook. They never say it, but Peyton wonders if they would like her to be, well, less particular about food. Peyton's parents host Thanksgiving each year and ask guests to bring pies. Everyone is always so happy during the holiday, surrounded by people they love and food they enjoy. Not Peyton, though she loves her family, but the food is so green and so lumpy and so flaky. I'm going to change this year, Peyton tells Milla. I'm going to try all the foods. Milla gives Peyton a quizzical look. Okay, not all the foods, says Peyton with a shudder, thinking about the lumpy gravy. How about I try one new thing? Peyton hears her mother singing as she rolls out pie dough. I'll try pie, Peyton exclaims. On Thanksgiving morning, Peyton helps her mom weave strips of pie dough into a pretty top. The small holes allow juices from the apples to evaporate, Penny says. That's why my crust is so flaky. Peyton tries to pretend she didn't just hear the word flaky. She looks over at her dad. Dad, do you need any help? The first guests are here. It's Uncle Sherwood and Uncle Mark. Peyton is excited and a little nervous to see all the different pies. We brought our famous lemon chess pie, said Uncle Mark. I like checkers better than chess, Peyton whispers to Milla. Then she asks her uncles, what does this pie have to do with playing chess? Uncle Sherwood is a history buff. This recipe dates back several hundred years to England. The original name was cheese pie because the yellow filling sets up very firm, like a piece of cheese. Cheese is in the pie? Peyton is concerned. That sounds both lumpy and sticky. Don't worry, says Uncle Mark reassuringly. There's no cheese in our pie, just lemon and sugar, cornmeal, butter, and eggs. When the next guest arrives, Peyton is in the kitchen. She runs to hug Maria Alvarez, a social studies teacher at Peyton's school. Peyton, don't crush my ruffled milk pie. Ruffled what? Peyton asks her favorite teacher. I first had this pie in Greece, explains Ms. Alvarez. It's made with thin sheets of phyllo dough that are shaped into ruffles. A sweetened egg custard is poured over the phyllo, and the pie is baked until the phyllo is crisp and the custard just wiggles. Oh no, Peyton whispers to Milla. A pie that wiggles? And aren't ruffles for dresses? Peyton opens the front door to find a crowd on the porch. It's Grandma Pearl, Grandpa Rich, Aunt Mia, Uncle Noah, and Peyton's 3 cousins, Jude, Jane, and Jamal. Make room for me and my millionaire pie, says Grandma Pearl. Peyton asks her grandmother, do I get extra allowance if I try a piece? Don't be silly, Peyton, but this pineapple pie does taste like $1 million. Don't tell your parents, she adds, but I bought my pie at the bakery for $10. What a deal! There's a knock at the back door. Peyton and Miller run to greet the next door neighbors. Bonjour, Peyton, says Mrs. Macron. Please take my plum galette. Galette? Asks Peyton. Oui, Peyton, exclaims Madeline, who's in Peyton's grade. A galette is a rustic French tart. You arrange sliced plums on the dough, fold over the edges, and bake. And voila! Don't forget the candied violets, added Mr. Macron, or your mother's cinnamon whipped cream. Peyton looks over to Milla and says, flowers made into candies? Whipped cream with cinnamon? Finding a plain pie is going to be harder than I thought. Cousin Rachel and Russell from New York have brought Boston cream pie. Peyton is confused. They aren't from Boston, and their pie looks like a cake. Aunt Grace has a tray of whoopie pies. They look like chocolate flying saucers, held together by a creamy white filling. Peyton likes the name, and she likes chocolate. But she wonders, is it cheating to try a pie that looks like a gigantic cookie? The Patels from across town arrive with Mississippi mud pie. Peyton can finally spell Mississippi correctly, but mud doesn't sound good. Peyton hears a honk on the street. It's the Lees and their twin baby girls. They have brought 2 pies, pumpkin pecan and cranberry pear. These pies sound twice as fancy and twice as scary, thinks Peyton. Peyton goes back into the kitchen. Maybe her parents can offer some advice about choosing the right pie, but Peyton's parents are very busy. Peyton's dad asks her to carry some dishes to the table and then turns to Penny. We're missing someone. Where's your sister? Polly texted to say she's running late. An ice storm in Denver meant her plane was diverted to Dallas. Polly said to start without her. At the table, Peyton takes 2 slices of turkey, white meat, of course, and no skin. And no thanks to lumpy gravy. A fluffy roll sits next to, but not touching, the turkey. She adds a tiny scoop of mashed potatoes. Penny gently clings a fork against the side of her glass, and the guests quiet down. Peter, Peyton, and I are so grateful that you all could share in this special day with us. We celebrate with food, but having you all around our table is the real treat. It's finally pie time. There are big ones and small ones, tall ones and short ones, red ones and yellow ones, and is that even a green one? Peyton has never seen so many pies. But one thing they all have in common, Peyton thinks, is that they're kind of lumpy and maybe a little bit sticky or flaky. I'm not sure I can do this, Peyton confides to Milla. Just then the doorbell rings. Ding dong. Aunt Polly strides into the house, holding 2 large frosty containers. I didn't bake pie, she called out laughing. I brought something even better, ice cream. I didn't know you could put ice cream on pie, Peyton says. Of course you can, Polly says. It's called pie a la mode. The truth is, pie is just okay, but add some ice cream and pie is divine. Peyton is suddenly feeling braver. She likes ice cream, particularly vanilla ice cream. Peyton takes a bite of her mom's apple pie. The pie is a little lumpy and a little flaky, but it doesn't seem as scary. Peyton takes another bite, then another. I thought I didn't like pie, but I guess I do. Sometimes when we think we don't like something, we just have to look at it in a different way, says her wise aunt. If all else fails, add the ice cream. I like your apple pie, Mom, says Peyton. Penny looks surprised. Happy but surprised. Peyton thinks for a moment and says, can I try another pie? I'm proud of you, Peyton. Which pie do you want? Chess pie, please. And do you think Uncle Sherwood might try to teach me some chess moves? Maybe I would like chess if I gave it another try. Peter raises his glass and clinks it with a fork. Here's to pie, especially pie a la mode. And they are all enjoying one big feast. And at the back of the book is the recipe for the best ever apple pie. So if you have the book, you can make apple pie from her recipe. I hope you liked it as much as I do, and I hope you're not too hungry now and having a good day. See you soon, friends.